Hey, wifey, I'm gonna let you introduce because they cut my mic. Can y'all hear me?
All right. Well, yes, I am
Add some
honored.
volume to my mic, please.
I am honored to introduce our next guest because one of my very favorite shows that just wrapped up season 6 and the final season of it. He's a part of it. And so I'm super, super excited to have Snowfall star and award-winning director, Damien D. Smith. Welcome him to Spotlight.
Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed.
Yay!
Thank you for being a part of Spotlight over the city. Man, we doing good. There you go. Thank you for being a part of Spotlight, brother.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome, and thank you for having me, bro.
Man, you're doing some amazing things. You're doing some amazing things.
Yes.
So I don't want to just jump to Snowfall because you're doing some things other than that. So before we get to that, just let them know a little bit about who you are and what you do.
When I'm an actor, my name is Damien D. Smith, actor, writer, director. I focus in on the directing and storytelling side. I do documentaries and narratives that usually have a social component, a social activism or civic justice component to it. And then, and I write as well. I actually got a script that was hired to write called Cornbread Earl and Me. If y'all know about that, we can talk about that later. And
wow.
Yeah, if you remember that, man, it was out.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and then I'm an actor. You catch me on Snowfall, playing Top Notch. You can catch me on The Purge. I was in Emancipation with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Hey, like I said, you humble, but you killing it.
His resume is extensive.
And you didn't even go all the way with it. You are killing it, brother. So I just want to say congratulations on all that you do and all that you will be doing. And so let's talk about what's coming up next, and then we'll get into Snowfall because everybody knows about they tuned in. They logged in to Snow.
Okay, well, what's coming up next? I have a couple projects. One being on the acting side, it's a film called The Nine that I co-star in with Rosemary Zimu. It's a movie shot actually in 90% in Ghana, and the remaining shooting was in LA. And then there's Target St. Louis Volume 1, a documentary I directed, and then Free to Be Free, another documentary I directed about the Crown Act, in support of the Crown Act. And the last one is Detangling the South, a 5-part docuseries about the overlooked, undervalued, and often ignored contributions of women to the civil rights movement, past, present, and future.
Wow.
That is dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Whoa.
So let me ask you this. I might throw you off a little bit, but they coming to you real quick and they saying, look, man, I know you passionate about what you do. You're going to have to make a choice, though. You acting or you directing. What we doing?
Well, you know what it is. I'm an artist, man. So they gonna have to. You can't make a choice being an artist. I'm an artist.
Yeah, they gonna have to cut you. You gonna have to do it all by yourself, right? You gonna have to do both.
If I gotta do it, I do it. Because it's different parts, man. So as an actor, I love being. That's my first passion. That's my love. I love theater, everything. So I love. And as an actor, you're just a part in a big moving machine. This is your part. You're this cog in the machine. But as so you can find there's some solace and comfort in just doing your job and leaving. Doing your job and you're okay. So because as the director, you are in control of everything visually with this story, and there's a lot of moving pieces, and you got to make, and every decision you make have a huge impact. So there's a lot of work that you got to put in. But the payout is you get the closest version of the story that you want to tell out.
Exactly.
We don't have that leeway as an actor all the time.
I love that. Tell us a little bit though about your experience with Snowfall. I mean, that's a big show. We just wrapped up season 6. I can tell you personally, I've only gone up to episode 4 so far, and I'm discouraged now because people have been ruining it for me on social media, telling me, saying what's happening, and now I'm like, So I haven't finished. I'm just on season 4 of the final episode, the final season 6. I'm on episode 4. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about your experience of being on Snowfall.
My experience being on Snowfall was great, man. Let me see, it's great, sis. It's one of those things where you don't know at the time that you're going to be a part of a show that was so iconic. I still haven't really let it all sink in, but people around me know. It's like, hey man, you play top notch on Snowfall.
Yeah.
And it's this and that. But I really I was just happy to be able to be a part of that project, part of that show. It's John Singleton, so that was something I really wanted to be part of personally before the iconic status hit it. I came in and I came in on the episode the first episode after John passed. So that was that was an interesting dynamic because it was bittersweet. Like again, it was John passing. It's the first episode, so it was a lot of things to deal with that. But also, I'm dealing with this is my first episode with this character, and I want to have fun and show them what I can do, and have this story, have this character come back and as much as I possibly can.
Yeah,
so that was the dynamic I was dealing with. But let me tell you something. Real quick note too. It was beautiful seeing the legacy that John left, because if you look at the story, that episode was directed by Carl Seaton, dope director, brother. We had Maddox was the DP, another brother. We had black. It was a real African American set telling the African American story.
And you can't ask for anything more than that. That's what we're looking forward to more of. We are proud of that. So before you go, have you ever worked with an actress or actor that made you feel a little bit intimidated? Like to be just in that presence, like sort of starstruck?
When you say work with, meaning when we're working or running into?
Yeah, no, just working together, like on set, like really acting, like really performing. Like having to be on set with them.
No,
not really.
But the reason why is because when we go to set and we go to work, it's time to work. We're on the same playing field.
That's right.
So I'm going to bring my character to fruition and be true and have to be the truest example that I can portray. And I'm pretty sure that actor or actress is too. So my interpretation and your interpretation. Then here we go. We're just gonna leave it like that and see how it goes.
I like that. That's a great answer, because guess what? That's what makes you the great one that you are. Because that intimidation factor can dumb you down a little bit. But I promise you, that's dope. So
that's your famous question.
So okay, they throwing up the gang signs, telling me we gotta wrap it. So before we wrap, I got one question for you, and then I want you to give out your socials and anything that they can do to follow your next projects or anything you got going on. But you got 1 hour. You just signed a big check, right? You're on your way to pick it up, and you can listen to one artist, and you can't remove them once you put them in. It could be a group or it could be an artist. Who you listening to?
For 1 hour.
1 hour. You can't take them out once you put them in.
Tupac.
That was easy. One time for Tupac. That was easy. That was too easy.
Yes.
That was too easy. You can listen to him for 8 hours.
If I'm going to sign that big check, that's a combination of things that I've worked for and had to sacrifice and build for, and the soundtrack to my life and soundtrack to things that has helped me get through was that Me Against the World album.
I love it.
That Strictly for My Niggas album.
Yes.
All Eyes on Me.
All that.
Those things were there for me when I needed to be in those dark places. So Tupac could be it.
That's right.
I love it. I love the choice. So give out your social, man. Anything you can give out, any way they can follow you, anything you want to tell them, man, before we wrap.
Sure, you can find me, Damien D. Smith. It's real easy on all socials. Damien D. Smith, DAMIEN D. Smith. That's it on everything.
On all socials.
And look out for Free to Be Free. Again, that's a documentary against support of Crown Act, Detained in the South, what I spoke about earlier, and Target St. Louis Volume 1. That is again about environmental justice. It had won multiple awards. Best feature documentary with Urban World, Best feature documentary with Real Sisters out of Brooklyn, both Oscar qualifying film festivals, and we're putting together our next feature narrative Victory High.
Yes, y'all.
Man, you doing some big things, brother. We super proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay to the grind.
Yes, indeed. And thank you for being a part of our Spotlight family.
What we got?
Well, and the movie The Nine. Check out
The Nine.
The Nine is that's the movie I was telling y'all about that was shot in Ghana and LA. It's going to be a trip. It's a supernatural film. So we got brothers and sisters doing supernatural films now, y'all.
I love it. So make sure, where can they find that? Where is it showing? When is it streaming?
Well, it'll be streaming soon, but you can check out At the Nine movie. That's the IG page.
At the Nine.
But it's gonna be on and popping. Rosemary Zimu's in it. I'm in it. It's Chris Otto. You these names ring bells. You just trust me.
I got you, brother. Hey, yours ring bells for sure. So we appreciate you once again, man. Y'all get it for my guy.
Y'all give it up for Damien D. Smith, y'all. Man, I love that.
Man, yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Y'all, we'll be right back with our next guest. Miss Bugs is in the building, y'all.
Yeah, give it up.